What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's doing well out there. I am coming from Earth to talk about this subject today, UFOs. I wore a perfect shirt. I got a story here that isn't a big story. It's just a little bit about what's going on in the news to do with UFOs. And there's another name for them. And if I'm able to pronounce that name, I'll try to say it. I keep forgetting about my new mic my mother-in-law gave me. It's, I think it needs to be charged up. I still need to get it charged up and then I'll be able to use it. I need to put it with my computer so whenever I do these videos, or if I do a video like I'm doing now in here, I'm able to see it and plug it up and use it next time I film. But yeah, I'm sorry about the noise of the heater. I had put it on because it was a little too chilly, and I went down to like 30. It's 34 degrees right now. It's currently Sunday, the 22nd of February 2026. Today was pretty nice. It was probably in the 50s. It was a little breezy, a little windy, but we got through it. We did pretty good. I went out with my friend. We had a birthday lunch. It was his treat. We went to Olive Garden. That was pretty nice. I decided to get the I can't remember what I got. It was it'll come to me. I'm sure I'll be able to, when I think of it, I'm sure I'll tell you. But he had the tour of Italy. It was funny because before I got there, I thought about having the tour of Italy, and the Olive Garden is pretty, I think it was known for their tour of Italy on their menu. And I got it before. It's pretty good. I kind of thought it was bigger than before. Like maybe I thought it was going to be more, but maybe that tray, the entree, they wound up shrinking it a little bit. But I want to say before it was a bigger plate, but I guess not. Maybe I just thought of it that way. I can't remember, but I do remember there was a lot of food before. So either they shrunk it down, or they it was always like that, and I just forgot. Like I just overate at that time, and now I kind of like watch what I eat now. So I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I'll go ahead and talk to you guys about this story. So in the news, there has been a release of the files of UFOs, and also I think some sightings that has been going around. I know there's a app on the Play Store that you could either Apple or Android, that you could get to where you can track these sightings. And it's pretty cool. I thought about downloading them, but I was like, I'm not really sure if I'm going to be in with that. Like, I don't know if I'm going to, like, if it's my thing. But, I mean, I might give it a shot and see how it works. But, alright, enough of yapping. I'm going to read about this. Trump says he doesn't know if aliens are real, but districts government to release the files on UFOs. Well, let me read that again. Trump says he doesn't know if aliens are real, but directs government to release files on UFOs and more. So I'm going to read a little bit about what's going on. Washington, Associated Press. President Donald Trump said Thursday that he's directing the Pentagon and other government agencies to identify and release files related to let me pronounce this word and let me say it slowly. Extraterrestrials and UFOs because of tremendous interest. Trump made an announcement in social media post hours after he accused former President Barack Obama, of disclosing classified information when Obama recently suggested in a podcast interview that aliens were real. Trump told reporters aboard the Air Force One, his quote, "I don't know if they're real or not," and said of Obama, "I may get him out of trouble by declassifying the files." In a post of on his social platform Thursday night, Trump said he was directing government agencies to release files related to alien and extraterrestrial life and identified phenomenon and unidentified flying objects and all other information connected to these highly complex but extremely interesting and important matters. So that right there is going to be interesting. I would hope to see something in the next year to do more with these files, and I hope that we have more that will come out, and hopefully we'll see maybe more activity in the sky. I don't know. They might release more videos, more documents. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But I hope we see more of this. Like, if you ask me if I'm a believer, I kind of am, but I kind of question it too. I go, well, I don't know, you know. Like, I'd rather see it to believe it than read all about it. But I don't know. Maybe our government is keeping it to where we don't see them. I don't know. Who knows? I'll go on. Obama, who made his comments in a podcast appearance over the weekend, later classified that he had not seen evidence that aliens have made contact with us, but said, statingly, that the universe is so vast that the odds are good there's life out there. Trump told reporters Thursday that when it came down to the prospect of extraterrestrial visitors, I don't have an opinion on it. I never talk about it. A lot of people do, and a lot of people believe it. Trump's daughter-in-law, Laura Trump, suggested this week that he was ready to speak about it. However, when she said on a podcast that the president had a speech prepared to deliver on aliens, that he would give it at the right time. That news to the White House press, that was news to the White House. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt responded with a laugh when she was asked about it Wednesday and told reporters, "A speech on aliens would be news to me." Public interest in unidentified flying objects and possibility of the government hiding secrets of extraterrestrial life reemerges in the public. Here, let me get this. Sorry, there was a block, a pop-up that came up. Let me see, I lost my... Reemerges in the government continuous after a group of former Pentagon and government officials leaked Navy videos of unknown objects to the New York Times in 2017. The renewed prompt Congress to hold the first hearing of UFOs in 50 years. In May 2022, though officials said that the objects, which appeared to be green triangle floating above a Navy ship, were likely drones. Since then, the Pentagon has promised more transparency on this topic. In July 2022, it created can't even read right today. Created the all domain anomaly resolution office, or AARO, which has intended to be a central place to collect reports of all military UFO encounters, taking over from a department task force. In 2023, Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick, the head of AAOR at the time, told reporters he didn't have any evidence of any program having ever existed to do any sort of reverse engineering of any sort of extraterrestrials, UAP, unidentified aerial phenomenon. The information that has been made public shows that the vast majority of UFOs reports made by the military go unsolved, but the ones that are identified are largely beginning in nature. An 18-page unclassified report submitted to Congress in June 2024 said service members had made 485 reports of unidentified phenomenon in the past year, but 118 cases were found to be something projects such as various types of balloons, birds, or unmanned aerial systems. It is important to underscore that a date AAOR has discovered no evidence of extraterrestrial beings active or activity or technology, the reports stressed. Man, I am not good at reading today. I am so sorry. If you do not want to watch the rest of this video, that is fine. I am not this bad at times. Here, let me try to finish this up. Goodness gracious. Yeah. It's important to underscore that to date, AARP has discovered no evidence of extraterrestrial beings, activity, or technology, the report stressed. That was a Associated Press that's what is going to be, or that's what they say now. So I don't know how they're going to go by the way of releasing the files. I hope they do have a big story this year sometime to be able to release that and kind of dig deeper into that situation. It is important for us to know about that because over years I've had so many questions. Even my mom. My mom believes a lot in it, and I kind of question it. I really wonder what goes on. I personally never had an experience, but if I did have anything, it was probably maybe I thought I saw. I thought I might have seen something in the sky, but I mean, who's to really tell? I mean, You know, it could have been a shooting star. It could have been stars. It could have been a plane. It could have been a helicopter. I don't know. Like I don't know. I mean, I would probably know if things are, you know, are going to come down. I hope they have a big thing about it when it does come out. I hope it's a main conversation. But we will just have to see what happens. But yeah, I just thought I would make this video on this. I was going to go the history route of the UFOs, but I came across this and I thought I would read about it. But yeah, I think in the video that I watched of Trump talking about Obama, the reporter asked Trump what he thought about Obama releasing the information. It wasn't a whole lot of information, but Trump, you know, goes, oh, well, you know, he shouldn't have leaked he shouldn't have leaked the classified information. He shouldn't have said anything. But he's like, you know, I don't believe in that. But you know, there's a lot of people that believe in that. So we'll just have to see what happens. So maybe he knows something and he doesn't want to say anything right now, or he might be telling us to. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe, you know, with him being in hot water right now, he may release it. He might release it to get everybody off that, what he's on now, like the hot water he's in now. And, you know, people might look at that and he might completely do something with those other files, or the Epstein files. And I don't know. Who's to say? I mean, it's interesting on what could happen. But let me see if there's any other articles I could probably come up with. Like a small article. I hope everybody's doing well. I know I'm doing pretty good. Oh, I do have a little story to tell. So the other week, I wound up having my kids with me to go to the car wash, and I wound up having some trouble in the car wash to where. So we have a fast pass, and it's where you don't have to really pay. You just kind of cut in line, and you're able to like get through there and stuff. So there's a little bit of a line, so I waited, and it was okay. And when I started to get into the tunnel to where they were spraying the car, I don't know if I told you guys in this last video, but this video I'm going to tell you guys again, I guess. But there's pre-treating the car, spraying it down, and I went through the tunnel as I was, you know, going. I guess like the wipers and everything, and the brushes, they weren't going. And so I thought that was kind of weird. And I thought maybe they're going to start up and like they have some sort of mechanism that shuts down and turns back on. That wasn't the case. So the hook that or like the wheels that pull the car in after you put your car in neutral kind of stopped midway in the car, or in the car wash rather. And I was kind of stuck, and between me, the back of my vehicle, and the other vehicle that was behind me was the brush, or like the things that hang down. They look like noodles. And I knew if I sat there any longer, that guy would have like smacked up against me. So I decided to put my car in park and get out of there. And I had to and I was scared because I thought I was going to pop my tires or like do something, like break my car or something. So I had to slowly get out of there. And when I did, I went around and I told the lady, and I noticed the person that was in front of me was back in line. And so, long story short, she went through there again and I didn't. I told the woman that was working the car wash, I said, look, this is what happened. And she's like, oh, it didn't work for you? Just like the other person? I was like, yeah, it didn't work for me. So she started doing something on the computer, and I was like, you know what? I got stuck in there. I don't want to do it again. She goes, all right, I'll just move the cone so you can kind of sneak out of line and dry your car off. So I did that, and I don't know if I had, solution on my car to where it would have damaged it or not, but, or it was maybe wet enough from those noodles, like it wiped a lot of that off. I don't know, but I wiped all that, my vehicle off the best I could. It looked pretty good, but I'm just kind of on the fence on whether to still have that membership or not. I'll probably go back here in a few days, or the end of the week, kind of see where I'm at, see how I feel about it. And if it happens again, I'm gonna cancel my membership. They said that you could cancel your membership at any time, no fees or anything. So I think I might do that. But here, let me go ahead and read another article. Let me see. The other article was Associated Press News, and this is USA Today News. And I'm trying to think of, this was 2 days ago, so it might say a little bit more than what the other article read about. Let me see. I have these pop-ups and pop-up now that I have to take my computer in to get fixed. And it's a pain in the butt, I'm telling you. Like it is such a pain in the butt. Let me see. So I'm going to read what it says on, let me see, it's US Today, I think it's on. Sorry. U.S. Representative Tom Burchett scored a major win in his long-time and often lonely quest to uncover evidence of extraterrestrial life when President Donald Trump announced he will release government files about aliens and UFOs. The Knoxville congressman was pushed relentlessly for government transparency about unidentified aerial UAPs. That I'm just going to say UAPs because I cannot pronounce the word good enough. Since he got to Washington D.C. in 2019, he started the bipartisan House UAP cause, participated in the House Oversight Committee hearing on this topic, and sponsored legislation to protect UAP whistleblowers. Trump wrote on his social media that he was directing the Department of Defense and other agencies to disclose government records on alien and extraterrestrial life, unidentified aerial phenomenon, there's that word I couldn't pronounce, UAP, and unidentified flying objects, UFOs, and any and all other information connected to these highly complex but extremely interesting and important matters. So, with that, there's more. Burchett said, thank the president. It's time. On social media, he said, thank you. He wrote, thank you. In September, him and the Oversight Committee heard testimony from 4 witnesses about seeing what they believed were UAPs. The hearing included a video purporting to show a U.S. military drone engaging a mysterious object. There you go. The Pentagon's UFO office reported in 2024 that if it had found no viable evidence of extraterrestrial beings, activity, or technology, and NASA put out a report in September of 2023 stating the agency had not found any evidence that the UAPs were extraterrestrial in nature. Trump's detective came from former let me start that over. Trump's directive came after former President Barack Obama joined a popular left-leaning podcast host and answered a lightning round question to say aliens were real, but that Area 50 wasn't. Let me read that again. He answered questions to say aliens were real, but that Area 51 wasn't. Which I don't know what that means, because, I mean, there's evidence of Area 51, and maybe Barack Obama only dropped some of the bomb by him saying, well, not the bomb, some of the news by saying that? I don't know. We'll just have to see. The former president followed up with an Instagram post building on his answer, explaining his belief in that the universe is so vast that the odds are good that there's life out there, but the chances Earth has been visited by aliens is low, which I disagree on that. He said he saw no evidence during the presidency that extraterrestrials have made contact with us. Really? So, I mean, I don't know. Let me see what else it says. It says, Trump told reporters February the 19th that Obama's comments were a big mistake. He gave classified information that's not supposed to be doing that, Trump said. So, I don't know. We'll just have to go on throughout the years and see what happens. We'll just have to see by the end of this year if there's any major news that comes out about this, like any more news that comes out about this. It is interesting. I want to true-heartedly believe that there are aliens. Like, I do question it, but I mean, we just have to see what happens. Yes. Now, spirits and ghosts, I do kind of believe more in that than aliens, but I don't know. I mean, day to day, I don't know. I really question the whole alien, the whole alien subject. I really don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I would love to see something. That would be so cool. But I've heard stories. I listen to podcasts. I hear stories. I'm like, man, there's, if there is life out there, there's different species of life and different, ones. And I feel like I've heard this before. It's just like Earth. We have America, and we have different like lands outside of America, and we have different universes, not universes. We have different places around the world. You know, we have war and stuff like that with all these countries, different countries. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's how it is, you know, up there in the universe. I don't know. It's very interesting, you know, and religious and in aliens and all of that. It's such a big subject in my opinion. But yeah, so that's my podcast. That's my video for today. I'm sorry it was kind of long and lengthy and it probably won't do good. But you know what? I'm going to be positive. It's going to do good. Who knows? This is probably my best video to date. Although I couldn't read very well. I think that was because a little bit of nervousness being on camera and trying to read. I'm not that good. I think it's best for me to be behind the camera to tell the story. But alright guys, I hope you guys have a good week. I might come out with another video again this week. I need to try to get into something to where I do video reviews, videos about reviews, whether I try a food or a drink or something like that, or take you with me on the road or something like that. I don't know. But I am going to New York next month for 2 days, and so hopefully I'm able to you know, take video of that and take pictures and kind of, you know, maybe find out a story about New York or something like that. I don't know. But I'll see you guys later, and hope everybody's doing good and going to continue to do good. I don't have words. Like, it's bad with words right now. But all right guys, later.